Hello everyone, my name is Santos Soto, and this is my hackathon project for 2025. My project is about a aid helper for schools, specifically for ELD, from grades 6 and 7, because that's where I work and that's like the experience I have. Um, And yeah, the main point of it is that sometimes kids use ChatGPT at home to cheat and search up answers. And the whole point of this is that they're going to have it at all times during school. And they can search up whatever they want on it. But the whole point is that it's going to explain it to them. And hopefully um, they get used to it and use it instead of all the cheating tools and stuff they can use outside of home. So I started this because it takes a while. I have two already prompts ready, so we can see. But this is my code, first of all. I use Steamlit just to do kind of like the web page and run it locally. Everything here is running locally, by the way. It is putting a strain on the MacBook, but it is for the sake of the video. These are the prompts that I have. I could have added more, but I think this is enough, at least keep it general for other ages too. And then this is how I was running it, but let's see it in action. So some inspiration to do this. Like I said, I'm an ELD aide at the local middle school. This is my job. And I was also an ELD when I was younger. So all of this kind of like ties these up together, and I'm trying to see what I've done differently because this was back in 2013 when I was in middle school. So what would have been like really good to have at that time? And I think this like integrated into their Canvas or whatever teaching Canvas Echo. That's what they use at the middle school. How would this help them around? And the first thing I added was, of course, the language selection. I just added a couple. I added English, Spanish, the main ones. The other ones I kind of just thought about them, but there's a bunch of languages that I have students from basically most other places. So this is just a very rough draft. Anyway, I asked a very simple question that I think they would ask in their regular classes. So they would, let's say they speak Spanish, they would ask, what is this word? And then qualitative, because they stumble upon a word that they just don't know, right? And then it would start with the prompt, hello, this is this in English, and then this is the same thing in Spanish. It gives them an example and it just kind of keeps going. And the whole point of it is to make it kind of interesting to them. I added a bunch of emojis to it and graphs. It might be a bit too overwhelming, but I think after they get used to it, they will get better experience with this. Now, um, this is an actual prompt in English too, because not all ELD students are from different. I mean, they all speak some second language, but some of them really know English, and really the main thing is they don't know how to do things, right? Let's pretend they're in math. Right now, they are learning about absolute values, and this would be a question where they would want the answer to immediately without really knowing what it is. So, like a ChatGPT would just give you the answer, right? In this one, it goes, hey there, let's dive into what this means. What is an absolute value? It explains it to them. And remember, it's not giving them the solution. That's the whole point of it. The whole point is you're going through the process. And then I told, oh yeah, you can give like an example to see there's like a visual check. And then at the end, I always prompt it to, try and make it positive, keep it, because their confidence may get hit because they don't know how to do something, and that's not what we want. At the end, try to be positive. If you have any questions, you can always ask your teacher or whoever's in there. So always keeping the options open, but try and keep it somewhat engaging. Let's see if this, okay, so this is done. So this is something that we're learning in their science class, which is qualitative and quantitative variables, which is the same thing I used in the first prompt, just in Spanish, right? So here it says, hey there, let's discuss them. What is qualitative? what is quantitative? And remember, the prompt was give me three. So you're searching for the answer. You don't want the explanation. This is going to give you the explanation anyways. Tell you they're like labels, names, categories, etc., etc. And then at the end, keep exploring. Every time you spot a label or category, you're spotting a qualitative variable. If you're even unsure, you just ask your teacher or tutor. Yeah, I picked the name Saturn because I just think it sounds interesting. That's me, just me, personal preference. Now, lastly, to go over the categories, I did this for humanity. I also think it falls under the category of fine tuning and the best local agent as well. Humanity, because although this is kind of niche, because I'm targeting EOD students from grades 6 and 7, I do think it would benefit everybody. In fact, this is kind of not limited to that, but I did make it for that because that's where I work and that's the experience I have on since I was a kid and was working there. However, like I said, you can implement to other things. I've done simple prompts like addition and stuff, and I think it would be really nice for somebody who's in elementary school. Um, the benefits for okay, no, the local agent, I think that's also very interesting because this keeps their data secured. Like you don't record anything because it's a local agent. So security would be like pretty cool because we're really just not recording anything. Um, and you can install this everywhere. They can use this at home without Wi-Fi if they don't have Wi-Fi because I've had that happen before. And then lastly, fine tuning because you don't need, I mean, like I said, this is very niche. I'm targeting a very specific demographic. And there are already tools around this. Like I said, ChatGPT, OpenAI. It's just this is very fine tuning it to middle schoolers and one specific, ELD, English language development. So yeah, it's very fine tuned, I think. And yeah, that would be it for now. I don't think I'm missing anything. I can talk about the other things. Yeah, okay. So I used Steamlit, like I said, to do the UI, and then Olama, which is the how this is all run at the end. Um, some challenges that I had because budgeting in school and stuff, they don't have uh the greatest hardware. So I was trying to test it on a laptop that I have, and I installed Linux on it because I think that's the best way to make them run or make the models run. And it was a bit difficult. I did do it. And I'm recording this on the MacBook just because it's really easy and kind of intuitive, but you can also do this on Linux, Windows, and it runs really well. I think I saw like a 20-second, 30-second difference. But still, I don't think it's good for maybe um like laptops yet because they don't have that much of a budget for them. I think it would be better for like a computer lab or maybe a server, but then again, that's kind of like a different thing. Some accomplishments. So I tried it in one of the classes. We made an assignment about it, and they liked it. It's just my computer was a bit slow when trying to run it, and it couldn't keep with their attention span. But I think they liked it a bit, and they said that they thought it was really. They said it looked more interesting than ChatGPT, and that's kind of what I was going for, like incentivize them to use it, right? Um, and they said they liked the prompts a lot because of the emoji, so I added more emojis. I made sure to put that in there. And then what I learned, I didn't, this is my first project with AI, and I didn't think it was gonna be this like intensive. I always knew it was, but I never tested it. And now I see that, yeah, you need a lot of resources to pull this off. But yeah, thank you for watching. Everything's gonna be in my repository, and of course, it's going on YouTube. Thank you. Have a good one.